Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be loading up the car hauler. We're going to be heading out to the junkyard and picking up the 1955 GMC. It's been a couple months since you guys last seen this car. We're going to load up the trailer, go grab some cash at the bank, head over there, see if the owner's around, see if we can't go pick it up. Get it loaded up and get that checked off the list. So in the last video, if you guys haven't seen that one, go check it out. It's a couple months ago. There's still a bunch of snow on the ground. We went out to the local scrapyard, talked with the owner Paul. He was nice enough to let us take a look around. We found a 1955 GMC. It's a step side short box. Super rough truck, completely rotten. This is going to be my first time seeing it not completely covered in snow, so we're going to get a little bit better of a look at it today, hopefully. And yeah, I kind of bought it sight unseen. I just went and uncovered what snow I could get off of it and out from around it, and the price was too good to not save it. So this is more of just a pick it up and save it mission, because I mean, it's too rough for me. I'll probably post it online, see if anyone wants a project truck. If it is too rough, I'll probably end up parting it out. But yeah, so he said he needs to make some room in the yard. He's got a couple other vehicles kicking around there that he wants to get rid of. He wants to get rid of them. The market up here is not very good. We're in a town of about 3,000 people. So the chances of him being able to sell these cars, he's an older gentleman. He doesn't really deal with the online stuff. So he said he's just going to crush it if it doesn't move on down the road. So we're going to pick it up, either use it to give someone a new project or use it to finish other people's projects, because I know for a fact all the window glass in it is in excellent condition. I know the dash is in really good shape, and a couple other things here and there. So we're gonna get over there. Hopefully Paul's around today, and see if we can get it loaded up without it falling apart. I mean, this thing's so rusty. It looked like it was rusted in half. I'm not sure if it's just body mounts that are just completely rotted off or if it's the actual frame. So it's kind of a toss-up whether this thing falls in half when we pick it up with the forklift or something. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. So we got the truck hooked up here. We're going to see if we can get her to roll a little bit. It looks like this tire's not holding much air. She's not too bad in the ground here. Yeah, it looks like we got a hood. So Paul found a hood for us. Hoping this thing's going to stay together, because the frame is for sure. Yeah, we got quite a bit of frame damage right at the front of the leaf springs, but it is looking like it's intact for the most part. Looks like the actual box is just rotting off the mounts. So let's see what we can do. Alright, so we got this thing loaded up and strapped down. It looks a lot worse than, you know what, it does look pretty bad. Like I said though, it's too cheap to pass up on. Saving it from scrap. It is in pretty rough shape underneath. The frame is pretty waxed at the back. Did get a good rim. Tire's got a couple 100 kilometers left in her. Yeah, this thing's pretty trash, but somebody will be able to use it. That is within spec for Bondo and bodywork for sure. Yeah, other than that, this thing's just gonna sit. If any of you guys are interested, or need parts for this thing, shoot me a message. For the most part, there's quite a bit of good pieces left on it. It looks rough, but you know, got one good taillight. It's better than no good taillights. Rear end still in it. Looks like all original stuff. We got looks like maybe an original gas tank. I'm surprised, just because you'd think that would be rotten out given the rest of the truck. And like I said, we did get a hood. Hood is surprisingly in half decent shape. That might be the best panel on this truck. Yeah, got the grill in there. I don't have any vice grips on me, so I can't get these hood hinges down. So I might try and get the hood on it, strap it down, maybe bolt it on, just to make it look a little better, make it look not like it looks right now. But yeah, this is maybe an eligible body swap candidate. If not, it'll just be parted out for whoever needs stuff. So go ahead and check out the first video when we came and looked at this thing in the winter. Yeah, we did a little bit more of an in-depth look at it, but once we get it back, we'll maybe get this thing cleaned out. I'm not sure if I'm bringing it all the way home yet, because we're kind of running out of room at home. So anyways, yeah, we got to load it up, and we'll see you guys in a bit. So we're just taking another look in the back here. I think I had this in the first video, the 55 GMC, but here's one of the old Jeep, I believe they're J10s. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not very familiar with these ones, to be honest, guys. It's not in terrible shape. Definitely could be worse. Some holes in the box there. I mean, doors look pretty solid. Interior looks mostly complete. I don't know if any of that's factory. Fender, definitely seen better days. Grill's in half decent shape. It's got the old country bumper deluxe there for hitting moose and deer and whatever else you need to hit. Missing a bedside on this side, no big deal, you can find those. Another crunchy fender there. A little bit of body work, no big deal. Yeah, this thing is actually pretty cool. Looks like we got another find here. Now this is something I'm definitely not familiar with. What is this thing? 4-door Pontiac. Pretty neat. Looks like she's got the, I don't know if that's a straight 6, looks like it. She's a little crunchy in there. The floor is pretty much non-existent. I don't know if this thing would come out of here in one piece or not. We got steelies on top of steelies everywhere. There's a big huge pile of them over there, back down the trail over there. I'm gonna have to grab me a couple steelies for rollers, would be nice. Let's see what else we can find. Got another cool rig here. Dually. So looks like a first gen Dodge. Yeah. She's a manual. This cab's not terrible. It's got a little bit of rot down in the floor pans. She's got the old tow mirrors on her. Wonder what this thing used to be. Grill's all there, front bumper, bumper's a little chewy, door's a little chewy. Oh, cool. What is this? Now this is cool. I don't know if this is an old Land Rover. Yeah, looks like an old Land Rover based on the gauge there. This thing is pretty cool. I don't think I've found one of these before. Not in this configuration anyways, but super cool. Now, a lot of people are going to walk by these old campers, but get in here and take a look. That is going to be a 440 big block Chrysler. So that's pretty cool. These things are worth pulling out of these because they're low miles. Looks like 24,000 maybe original kilometers based on the gas pedal and the seat. I'd say probably original miles. But these things are always low miles. Looks like 727 trans down there. The only issue with these transmissions is that they're the flange style, and all the front accessories will not work in a car application, but you can always find an old Fury or something like that in order to get all the parts you need. So we might be back for that motor. Low mile 440. Sign me up. Got another super old one back here. Not sure what this one is. It looks like an old Krager sticker. Pretty cool. Last played in '68. Floor's pretty much wasted. I think the chin marks have mostly taken over this one. Yeah, got tons of stuff back up in the woods over here. Alright, that one we just looked at is right over there. Nothing else back here. I got to looking a little bit closer and I caught a little glimpse of some chrome right back there. I think this is what we're looking for. Looks like we got a subframe off of something here. And these trees are half decent sizes. This stuff has been back here for years. What's left of this trail, there's not much. So let's go back and take a look. It's looking pretty rough. I was kind of hoping it wasn't going to be super crunchy, but that looks like a Camaro to me. And this thing is deep in here. Holy man. This is the first that I've found like this. And boy, she's pretty hurt. These trees have all grown up around it. The quarter panel's whammied in there. I can barely even get to this thing, guys. Oh, all these trees. Oh, man. The floor is actually non-existent. We got a pretty decent headliner. Steering wheel's all still there, center console, passenger bucket. Looks like they robbed the back of the seat here. Looks like 66,000 maybe, 249 kilometers. Man, even the glove box is rotten right out of it. This thing is super cool. Look at the moss. There's got to be a ½ inch of moss. The roof's whammied in. Whoa. Get out and talk to people, guys. This is what you find. This is pretty unbelievable. It's pretty cool. It's neat to see these a first gen Camaro like this in this kind of shape. I mean, it's not good. It would have been nicer to have it stored properly, but this is what they did back in the day. They jammed them back up in the woods and they're left here to rot. To be completely honest, that firewall doesn't look terrible. It looks like we got a body tag here. Let's see if we can get a look at it. This fender, I want to say, was probably the reason why it was parked. This fender kind of goes down and is actually laying on the ground. So I'm going to say it probably got in a collision back in the day. There is the body tag. See if we can get around this other side. Yeah, that's super cool. This fender is pretty much tacoed in half. The door has seen better days. Yeah, I don't know if there's much underneath that carpet, but we got one good passenger bucket, steering wheel. The door panels aren't terrible. I just noticed that too on the far window. JR, I don't know what that stands for, but super cool. This quarter definitely seen some abuse. No rear end in it. Yeah, just super cool to see these cars like this. I can't even get back far enough to get a half decent shot of it, but this was gonna be an absolute pain in the butt to get out of here. Honestly, it's only worth a couple $100 to me because it's gonna take me so long to get back here to get it and get all these trees cut out of here. This looks like the original trail possibly that came right through here and it was probably shoved back up in there. It's hard to say how much of the damage was done by shoving it back here. I'd imagine they parted it out way back in the day. And just looking around here, looks like we got something else. I think Paul had said there was an old Biscayne back here as well, and this might be it. This looks like, oh, actually, this is upside down. This might be the Biscayne he was talking about. And it looks like we actually found some more parts to our Camaro. Looks like the same green. So maybe we grab our door skin over here and get her dialed in, but you have got to be kidding me. This is not the Biscayne. This is a Plymouth. Man, this thing is toast. I wonder what this thing actually was back in the day. I'll have to do a little bit of research on the tail panel. I'm usually the Dodge guy and I haven't really dipped into the Plymouth stuff as much, but this thing is just absolutely waxed. It's got the scoop on the door, so I'm not entirely certain. I don't know if we can get a look at anything else here. Looking through the floor. Looks like we got seats possibly. Yeah, can't see nothing. Definitely a Dodge Plymouth style. I can tell you that. You just can't see nothing. Yeah, not sure what this is actually going to be. Unfortunately, there's no fender tag. Maybe it's an old Roadrunner. There's absolutely nothing left. There's no way you'll ever get this out of here, even in the one piece that it's currently in. But at least we found our door skin. Let's keep following this old trail, see what we can't find. And it looks like we come out on another trail. Looks like some glass over there. Looks like what's left of a Torino GT, I guess. Yeah, not much left of that one. Just trying to see if we can find any other cars back up in here. Oh, there's a piece of chrome way off in the distance. Let's go see what we can see from there. And we found a whole lot of nothing. I believe that trail that we were on with the Camaro comes across and maybe links up with this one. When we bring some actual pants and boots next time, we'll maybe walk this whole thing, see if we could find anything else. This is what I seen. Looks like a taillight off of maybe a Ford or a Fairlane or something like that. It looks kind of similar to the Fairlane taillight we had in the last video. But another trail that goes off that way. I'm not sure if there's going to be much else back here. I think that's going to be for another day. I'm going to come back probably tomorrow. Paul said he's got some stuff to do. But I will be back tomorrow, hopefully, to walk back and talk about the Camaro with Paul. And we'll see what we can't work out. But there you go, there's that Torino badge. And I don't know if there's really much left of this thing that's any good, other than the Torino badge. Maybe that bumper's half decent. It's probably whammied, but I don't know. I'm thinking this is all part of the same car. That's what you get when you get these Northern Ontario winters, guys. It's really hard on them. And these cars have probably been parked back here for upwards of 40, 50, some of these probably 60. So, yeah, tons of cool stuff back up in these woods. Get out to your local parts, scrap yards and whatnot. See what you can't find. You'll never know. Get out and talk to some people. They know a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy, and you end up stumbling across stuff like this. So we're gonna run back, take another look at that Camaro quick, and we'll probably bounce. A mint condition first gen Camaro that I plan to bring my chainsaw back here and take every one of these trees out of the way. And this thing will be on my trailer. I just got to go talk to the guy that owns it. The floor is completely non-existent. It's got an automatic car, I believe, unless someone yanked the other pedal out of it. This thing is freaking cool. We might have a good rear bumper, maybe a good taillight, maybe two good taillights. And look it looks like all the trim is on the back window. So like, it's completely worth cutting down a couple hundred trees to get out of here. I mean, the spoiler looks like it's smashed on that end, but still kind of cool. Yeah. When you go walking out behind the old junkyards, you'll run into this stuff. Alright, so we got her loaded up. I'm gonna start heading on home. Looks of it, we've already shaken some rust on the lug nut. I better put that back in there. Don't want to lose that. Get what you pay for. So that was super cool. We're gonna try and head back tomorrow. Maybe walk back with the owner, take a better look at that Camaro. See if we can make a deal and or a plan to get that thing out of there. And when I say it's back there, it is all the way back there. No wheels under it, so it's going to be tough. We're probably looking at maybe a forklift, or I'm not entirely sure. We're going to have to make a plan with the owner to get that thing out of there. See if we can make a deal on it. It's just, they're not making them anymore, and it's, if anything, it's cool yard art. It's the first Camaro I found kind of like that. That's the first car I found like that. But this thing is going to be coming home with us. This thing will be yard art. Once again, let me know if anyone's interested in this thing as a whole, or if you need parts for yours. Shoot me a message on Instagram. That's probably the best way to reach me. And always, guys, thanks again for watching the video. Really appreciate it. We'll keep saving more classics like this. You know, Why scrap them? Don't scrap them, just save them. Thanks again, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.